April 28, 2022. This is session 1120 of these inner journeys through the Omega Communications portal. Lani speaking with you and helping you to move into the state of consciousness where we exist together in a specific plane of existence or a dimension within the overlaying energy matrix existing around us and around the earth. So take in a natural breath, and as you breathe out from the top of your head down to the tips of your toes, feel that you are letting go of everything you've been dealing with in the world pattern, and you're able to move freely now with me into the gathering space of the station of light. And it's here that you receive the energy and information more clearly than you would if you were connecting in on your own, perhaps. And it is also where you are received by the supportive beings existing in and through the station of light. This is how we begin this session today. Indeed, we welcome you and greet you into the space, representing all of us here, supporting you. I am that one named Orem as a particular individual for you to recognize. Perhaps you can visualize or sense my individual presence, and perhaps you sense and perceive individual beings here in this gathering. And so as you immerse yourself within the energy, you will feel the energy moving through into your pattern of your presence here, which is indeed an energetic form, a formation that is energy. And it is this formation of energy which is your conscious self. This conscious self exists in a multidimensional way. So even though you have been drawn to focus within this aspect and within this receiving station, the aspect of you, of your energy form that still rests in place as your physical form, is also receiving the energy pattern. But it will be being received in a fractionated or a transformed state of existence currently, simply because as you are present here, the fullness of the energy is easily received because you have the capacitors in your energy formation here to receive the fullness of the presentation. Already you will be perceiving that you have moved into the pattern of existence here with us, where you are maintaining a specific synchronization pattern, and as part of that there is a modulation frequency. Now, those of you who are aware of the technical terms will understand this. For those who are new to this term, it is a vibrational connection, and it becomes modified in such a way, and modified by your consciousness, that the intricate receptors in your energy field here can receive the intention, can receive the full concept of everything that is presented to you. You are being presented into that overlaying civilization that you recognize as perhaps a new star system of existence. Except that it is not new. It may be new to your reality that you are aware of in your current physicality circumstances. So you have now a direct connection into your pattern that exists within this higher field dimension of reality of existence. Breathe it into you, take it all into you, the awareness of what this means. You have the capacity to absorb it and integrate it. Now you will also perceive that you are working with specific groups of other beings, just like you, and you will be aware that you are collecting information together, assessing what it all means, and you are implementing certain creations specific to the needs of the population of that reality. This is something which will be reflected out through you in your current physicality circumstances. What you are receiving in this pattern here are the seeds of creation, which will be amplified and fed, of course, into creations around you. Remember, you have already moved into the state of consciousness within the earth physicality where you are aware of certain patterns that enhance your well-being. Your well-being incorporates multi-dimensional aspects of that which you know as you, which has a name. You always are reminded to link in with that multidimensional aspect of creation and existence. You are resonating with that, and it is this resonating effect that you are modelling your life upon and drawing that into you. Those of you who acknowledge yourself as star seeds and beings from other star systems come to realize that the capacity is around you to manifest this level that you are experiencing in this session. And more than that, because remember, this is a station which acts in a sense as a transformer, and it collects the data and energy information just as you are collecting the data, energy and information into you to implement. So you are actively participating in creation, whether you are physically engaged in processes in the manifestation around you on the ground, as your terminology would say it, or whether you are doing it first energetically. Those of you who are actively working in helping other people will be aware that the energy exchange and clearance happens in the energy matrix field initially, and therefore that allows the channels to be clear for the energy to move deeply within the cellular formations. And the cells have receptors. It is all one. In a sense, you might refer to yourself as a specific galaxy or a specific energy formation, such as your own biosphere of a planetary sphere. As you interpret this and acknowledge this, you have the capacity to change your biosphere. Everything you have been receiving in these inner journeys, in these sessions, brings you to this moment. And from this moment, the energy that you have engaged flows out in a multidimensional fashion to all aspects of you, and to all aspects of you through your current pattern of existence. That is, throughout all the formation of your current physicality, which includes the multi-layers of you. And this is how you engage the potential and the full concept of what you are receiving here. Details are not relevant, because if you try to focus on details, you are focusing on specific points which are not receiving the full support of the wider collection within the concept that are necessary to be brought in. So you are working in an expansion field of consciousness. It is expanding, expanding, expanding. And in the expansion, you are collecting more patterns, energy and information contained within the concept of manifesting yourself within the higher evolved situation. We who are working with you in the specific individual groups continue the support, and we continue to have you acknowledge yourself and appreciate yourself. Yourself aligned with consciousness, your essence, connected always and receiving input, energy necessary. Take all of this into you in every way. So with this, you will feel you are with us in the receiving area of the station of light. Beyond that, you will be perceiving what you experienced, what you were shown when you moved into experience the full potential of the concepts. And you also were aligning with your pattern contained and existing in a different Starfield pattern. Align yourself with all of this, and it will continue to unfold to you as you allow yourself to receive it. This was the intention for this particular visitation for you here. I withdraw now, Aurum out. Yulia speaking to you in this moment, and I am expressing joy at the expansion of you, how you have allowed yourself to understand and receive this pattern, and therefore you are experiencing what it feels like to share in the creation that we experience with you and around you. And as we become one in this, you will feel that you are not separate in any way from this. It is an ongoing expression of the essence of you in this timeline, expressing in and through the physical aspect of you. This is important. And this physical aspect of you is continuing to receive clearance and enhancement and more enlivenment. And that allows you to expand your capacity to experience what you are receiving here. It is my joy to remind you of this. Yulia out. Lani again, present with you, these beings who bring their message to you and energy. I have to engage through my consciousness, through all the levels of me. And even if the words do not come out in correct pronunciation or correct use of the English language, it is the intention and the energy that you are receiving that is the most important process of this. Now begin the process of re-engaging this higher essence, your light energy form, back into the physicality of you. And always the breath helps you do this. So take in a conscious breath. Breathe in all of this energy and information from above your head right down through you to the soles of your feet, the tips of your toes, and right down into the energy beneath your feet, connecting you into the consciousness of Earth in a very clear, strong pattern. Did you feel the alignment of you when you did that? Or perhaps more energy coming in through you? This is you. I acknowledge you and appreciate you as we are co-creating a higher state of living for us and our descendants and throughout all creation. So it's now time again just to take in a conscious breath and bring your awareness fully back into earth time in the present moment. And this concludes the energy and information coming through this session, through the Omega Communications portal. Thank you to all the creative artists who bring this way of presenting this to you. Thank you.